Now we are going to cover briefly the 3 principles that govern natural medicine. In order for you to keep healthy, you need to have an absence of toxins and toxic elements in the body, or at least a minimum level. The second principle is the importance of what we call the body's vital force. And I know that some of you should be in the practice of Tai Chi or Qigong. So for the Chinese, the Qi means the energy. For the Japanese, they also work with energy medicine. We, in Western world, we have forgotten. But this is the basis of any true healing process. It's just the healing force in your organism that will do the task. So believe me, and this is probably the most important sentence for you to write down and remember, the healing is not in the vial. The healing is within you. It is the life force of your organism. So let's be clear that I never hear from the mouth of one of my students that this oil is that, or that oil is that. That does not exist. An oil, an essential oil, or whatever it is, has not a healing power. The healing power is in your organism. Yeah. The way I teach you will preclude you as an independent distributor and will prevent the parent company, the Zizak company, to be in trouble with any regulatory authority in any country in the world. Keep it in your mind. And then the third principle is the free flow of energy through the different channels. If you can respect these 3 conditions, you are going to stay healthy and young and powerful and dynamic until a very, very old age. As you can see in some islands in Japan or many countries in the world which are remote from this artificial civilization. Most of you know about the Bible. Even if you are in Japan, I suppose you heard of the Bible. And the Bible is composed with the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament came from the Hebrew people, and it was followed by a book which they call the Talmud. The Talmud is a book of application. And what do we read in the Talmud? First, they understand that there are invisible beings that can create diseases. And this is many thousands years before Pasteur. Then they said, if you boil the water, there is no danger. So they knew about the power of the heat to destroy the bacteria. But then, much more important, they said, if you have used herbs or aromatic herbs in the water, it's useless to boil the water. So they knew about the power of those specific herbs. And this is many thousands years ago. This is presented for the first time for you in Utah from my historical research. Your emotions determine how you will use or not use essential oils. Essential oils are uplifting, mood-enhancing, calming, whatever you want from the mind perspective, you can get them. If you love music, sometimes in the evening you have a nice, relaxing music, but in the day you can have a strong, as you see on stage like that. So it's the same, because your nose will react through what we call the limbic system, where you have your emotion. And this bypasses the conscious thinking process, and it is an instantaneous action that will perform wonderful things on the emotional side. This is my way of doing, which means that essential oils are integrated in your daily life. And I've done this for 40 years. You can see the result. It's not too bad. I use them safely according to instructions in your literature. I use them daily. I don't wait for health problems. I use more when I need them. Success means simple habits, consistently done, compounded over time. Now, this is something very important. You understood from what I explained in the natural medicine system that essential oils will increase your level of energy. But if you have accumulated toxins in your system, this high level of energy is going to evacuate the toxins, which means that you could have a pimple, you could have a fever, you could have a diarrhea, you could have a rash, whatever it is, which is a sign of your body doing a good work to save you from these poisonous things that were accumulated. So, the rule is the following one. If you are very pure, you can use a lot of essential oils with no effect because you are so pure that there will be nothing to evacuate. So, you could use them a lot, but in fact, you don't need them so much. If you are toxic, conversely, you should use them a lot, but you can't. You have to be very cautious because the elimination process will take place. So you have to evaluate your level of toxicity or purity and work accordingly. It's the same with jogging. I'm doing my jogging every day, okay? I can jog 20 miles. I'm still fresh like a flower. Now there is a guy here. He's just on TV, eating junk foods all the time. He's like that. Come with me and jog. He has jogged just 100 meters. You want to kill me? What are you doing to me? No, I want you to be healthy. But let's do it step by step. It's the same with essential oils. Clear? Good. How I take them daily? I use them topically on the skin. I will show you a little demonstration right after. I diffuse them to support normal respiratory function, and I ingest them. You see, there is no difference between putting spices on your food, as they do in India or in Japan, or Tabasco here, and just using a drop of essential oil. It's the same. The molecules are the same, so there is not a big deal. But the English wanted to prevent this aspect, but this is stupid. When you drink Coca-Cola, you have already many drops of essential oils in Coca-Cola. Is Coca-Cola forbidden in your country? It is not. So, what's the deal? How to ingest essential oil? This is the rule. If the oils are flavorful, take them with food or drink. If they are strong, I take them in a capsule. We'll try and do for these aspects, but it's very easy to do. What are the results I get from this daily practice? If I'm healthy and my body is clean, I can use more essential oils and feel greater energy and vitality. If my body is toxic, I need to use essential oils cautiously and progressively, and I keep a record to recognize progress, and you give yourself a full year of daily use to compare what you were before and what you will be after. And it's good to involve the whole family in the process. This is really a lot of fun, and you will love it, your kids too. The meaning it gives to my life. I know of no one who has begun a serious and dedicated use of essential oils who has not experienced profound changes in his or her life. Many have even changed their profession so they could become involved in the business of essential oils. Right now in France, all the companies who started in the garage, they have become hundreds of millions of euro companies spreading not only in France, in Europe, etc. So here you are right at the beginning of a potential revolution, not only for your health, but for your positive wealth. And this is also important. From old to new. Old, this is the English way. Essential oils used occasionally for relaxation or general well-being. New, they become integrated into your life, each day of your life, to enhance health and generate wealth. It's all about time. Do you use your Zija products only one day a year? No! Do you exercise one day a year? No! Do you meditate if you want, or pray if you want, once a year? No! Do you brush your teeth once a year? Hopefully not. Now, this is the French question. Do you make love once a year? With these pure amino-essential oils are going to bring you the proven demonstrated benefits as Dr. Plant showed by his wonderful experimentation. a company that understands the power of essential oils and is prepared to do what it takes to make this dream become a reality will become a legend in years to come. You can all be proud to be part of it from the very beginning. Okay, I promise to show you a last very simple trick. So this is morning time. You don't have time to do massage. You see, morning time, you have to rush. You have to take the underground. You have to go to your office, whatever you do as a work. And I suppose many of you, you know about reflexology. You know that on the sole of the feet, you have all the points of your body. And you are not even going to use your hands. Why? Because, you know, if you put something on your hands, you have to wash. Because if you touch your eyes, it would burn. One little precaution, which I explain to my students, always have some oil, not essential oil, because in case you touch your eyes with your fingers imbued with essential oils, you don't put water. Water and essential oils don't mix. So just put some oil, almond oil, and it will take away the burning. But here, what you do is the greeting, the aromatic greeting of the feet. You do this, you put a few drops, and this is it. Easy. And you feel great. So you see, my friends, again, that was what Jim Rohn taught me. The problem with things which are easy to do is that they are also easy not to do. When I will imbue and infuse you with all the strength of my knowledge, my 40 years long experience, all the amazing results I had in extremely difficult cases, I mean surgical cases, cases that were desperate, I think that you will understand that the most important is about staying healthy. And there is not, to my knowledge at this day, and of course I respect a lot Moringa, and I'm very happy to bring some Moringa back to France with me, but in my practice, the power of essential oils has nothing that can compare with them and can surpass them. It is there for you now to become educated. So the main mission of Dr. Penoel in America, but also all over the world, is about good education and transmission. And my vision for me is to be able to create an institute to train the future trainers. I cannot train millions and billions of people, but I'm sure among you, some of you, you love to educate, to transmit. You think it is a sacred mission that belongs to your mind and to your heart. And these are the kind of people that I want with me to become the future trainers. Makes sense? Thank you for your involvement in this great mission. God bless you and America.
One more time, CJ Nation, give it up for one of the brightest minds in the essential oil space, Dr. Daniel Penoel.
Thank you.
On behalf of the entire CJ Nation and specifically this exciting new Mayo opportunity, we want to send you home with a very special gift. We appreciate you being here and being a part of this historical moment.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.